Hello, Black History Ottawa.
We recognize,
to acknowledge,
Celebrate
with pride
in Black History Month.
Black History Month.
together.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I want to thank Black History Ottawa for hosting this empowering celebration. Thank you and God bless.
and happy Black History Month.
And yes, indeed, happy Black History Month, everybody. Black History 365, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But in February, it's extra special. As you can see, I'm Sarah Nyango, and I am the person responsible for community outreach and media relations for Black History Ottawa. Now, before we go any further with today's program, I would really first like to present the fact that I am speaking to you from unceded, unsurrendered Anishinaabe Algonquin territory. And as people of African descent, we must offer these land recognitions in solidarity with our First Nations and Indigenous peoples of Turtle Island. In a deliberate effort to decolonize our presence and experience here. And having said that, I'd like to welcome all of you to the 2022 edition of Children's Stories from the Diaspora. We are so happy to be continuing to offer this program to promote not just Black authors, books about the Black experience for children and young people, but to also promote literacy and the importance of reading and the intergenerational importance of that. And now I'd like to introduce my co-host and really somebody who is really instrumental in the success of this program, Joanne Robinson. Hi, Joanne.
Hi, Sarah. Good afternoon, Sarah. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another year of Children's Stories in the Diaspora. I will turn it back over to you now, Sarah, that we can begin.
Yes. So without further ado, we are going to start listening to the wonderful stories that our volunteers from the community have videotaped and are going to be presenting to us. So let's get to that right away, and we'll be back a little later.
Hi, I'm Denise Isaacs, and today I'm going to read to you Dear Black Girls, written by Shanice Nicole and illustrated by Kesna Dolls. Dear Black Girls, yes, you, the ones who are starting something new and wondering how you'll do. Yes, you, the ones who have big feelings in your minds and bodies. Yes, you, the ones who are looking in the mirror and wondering if you like what you see. Yes, you, the ones who are chasing one of your many magical dreams. Yes, you, Black girls. Yes, you. Dear Black girls, all around the world, this one is for you, for us. Dear Black girls, I love the way your Black skin wraps itself around you, as if it never wants to let go, as if your color is the richest thing it has ever known. Dear Black girls, I love the way the kinks in your curls twirl, bouncing and free, afros worn like crowns, with hair defying gravity, protected in locks and braids and under wigs and weaves, because whatever you choose, it's up to you, queens. And know that this goes for the rest of your body. And anyone who tells you different doesn't have to live, breathe, exist, be in it. So please let it be known that your body is your own and only yours, dear Black girls. Dear Black girls, I love the way your forehead takes up space on your face. Strong, big, and wide. Like the oceans many of our ancestors survived. Hard, protecting that wonder that is in your mind. Dear Black girls, I love the way your lips and mouths are full, as if they're already packed with the stories you'll share and the lessons you'll learn. Full as if they're already ready for the battles you'll face as you travel through time and space. Ready to fight and laugh and kiss and love and scream and everything else in between. You will have to do because you are a Black girl in this world. Dear Black girls, I love the way your body curves, like your mama's and hers, ancestry running through your veins, reminding you each and every day of who and what you come from. The where isn't always clear because the where isn't always known. Our histories aren't always shown. So many stories have been sewn, pieced together and fabricated, and then used as a means of educating little Black girls so that you grow up in this world thinking you are not loved, thinking you are not everything. But, dear Black girls, all around the world, despite all you may feel, think, hear, or see, know that you are honored, protected, and loved by Black girls like me.
Bonjour tout le monde, mon nom c'est Arnold Tabarot, surnommé Arnitab. Je suis un jeune père dans la région d'Outaouais. Donc comme chaque année que j'y participe, je vais vous lire un petit livre choisi par mon fils d'ailleurs. Il adore les couleurs très riches et vives dans ce petit livre qui est Où est le loup? Where is the wolf? Donc c'est un projet collaboratif avec un illustrateur, Daniela Zekina, si j'ai bien prononcé ça. Donc, sans plus tarder, on va se lancer. Donc, ça, c'est pour les enfants encore. Mais en fait, on est tous des enfants. Ça. Samedi, Francis sourit. Bientôt, avec son grand-père, il partira en promenade. Il adore les randonnées, en sa compagnie. Avec lui, c'est toujours une découverte. Rencontreront-ils le loup? Grand-papa, partons vite. Cette fois, j'aimerais bien voir le loup. Pour le trouver, il faut de la chance, car il est bien malin, celui-là. Donc, ils vont en randonnée dans la forêt. C'est l'automne, quelle belle saison. Les deux randonneurs sont entourés d'oiseaux. Voici la gué en robe bleue, puis il repère deux cardinaux prêts à leur jouer un concerto. Tout près d'eux, un gros bec errant se laisse porter par le vent, bercé par le doux tri de la paruline. Donc on voit les beaux jolis oiseaux. Où est le loup? Peut-être le verrons-nous bientôt? Trois écureuils courent dans toutes les directions. Les écureuils. Où est le loup? Peut-être se cache-t-il plus loin. Tout près de sa tanière, un renard roux surveille les environs. Où est le loup? Peut-être fait-il une sieste. Les deux complices arrivent au bord d'un petit lac. Sortant de l'eau plongée puis émergeant de nouveau, un castor travaille sur un aimant de branches. Le castor. Où est le loup? Peut-être cherche-t-il un bon repas. Au milieu d'une clairière, ils aperçoivent un chevreuil, non deux. C'est une mère et son faon. Où est le loup? Peut-être il est allé retrouver ses amis. Où est le loup? Peut-être il est parti à la chasse. Près d'une rivière, un ours surveille ses deux oursons. Les deux petits se bousculent dans l'eau et s'éclaboussent comme des enfants. Où est le loup? Où est le loup? Où est le loup? Peut-être il est déjà couché. Et voilà, le soir qui tombe, la forêt murmure, un grand duc s'envole dans un froissement de plumes. Grand-papa aperçoit une petite nyctale perchée sur une branche. Les deux promeneurs se sentent envahis par un doux bonheur. Après une randonnée aussi riche en émotions, il fait bon rentrer à la maison. Francis et grand-papa se mettent à table. Comme c'est agréable de souper tous les deux, un délicieux dessert couronne la longue journée. Un gâteau au chocolat qui va refuser ça. Nous n'avons pas vu le loup. Il n'a pas voulu se montrer. Pas cette fois. Mais si tu veux, on y retournera. Et voilà. Donc, on n'a pas vu le loup aujourd'hui, mais ensemble, peut-être l'année prochaine, on le trouvera. Encore une fois, Happy Black History Month. And be safe. And hopefully next year we'll get to connect in person. Much love. Ciao, ciao.
Hi, my name's Sophia, and I'm going to be reading you The Story About Afia, written by James Barry, illustrated by Anna Kunha. A Story About Afia. Afia has fine black skin that shows off her white clothes, and big brown eyes that laugh, and long limbs that play. She has a white summer frock she wears and washes every night, that every day picks on something to collect, strangely. Afia passes sunflowers and finds the yellow-fringed black faces there, imprinted on her frock all over. Another time, she passes red roses, and there the clustered bunches are, imprinted on her frock. She walks through the high grass and sees butterflies and all kinds of slender stalks and petals patterned on her back and front, and are still there after she has washed the dress. Afia stands. She watches the sharp pictures in color, untouched by her wash. Yet, next morning, Every day, the dress is cleared and ready, hanging white as new paper. Then pigeons fly up before her and decorate her dress with their flight and group design. Afia goes to the zoo. She comes back with 2 tigers together on her back and on her front. She goes to the seaside. She comes home with fishes under ruffled waves in the whole stretch of sea imprinted on her dress. She walks between round and towered boulders and takes them away, pictured on her. As always, Afia is amazed, just like when she comes home and finds herself covered with wind-swept leaves of October falling. The end. What would you like to see imprinted on your dress or on your shirt if you could have clothing like Afia? That was a story about Afia. Bye.
What's up, y'all? My name is Nathan Hall, and I am excited to be hanging out with you today. We're going to be reading an incredible book called Marley and the Family Band. Tonight was Marley's big night, concert night. Moving from Jamaica to Delaware meant leaving friends behind. But tonight, Marley would make a whole neighborhood of new friends and fans. Unfortunately, the weather had other plans. Marley tapped her feet to the rhythm of raindrops all the way down to the kitchen. Her father was plucking his guitar. Her mother had her worried face on. Her sister Jade had her bossy face on. The concert is off, Jade said. It's a storm. Marley knew about storms. In Jamaica, hurricanes whipped across the island. Don't fret, her father sang. After one time is another. Marley's little brothers trudged in. Zane climbed into her father's lap, and Axel poured cereal for himself. Marley wasn't ready to give up on the concert. Where are you going? Her mother asked. To the park, said Marley. You can't fix a problem until you look at it up close. Marley was hopeful, but the park was a mess. Marley marched over the stage. Axel picked his way through the muck. Zane jumped in every puddle. Their boots were squishing and splashing symphony. What if we hang umbrellas from the stage lights to cover everyone? Marley said. Who has that many umbrellas? Axel asked. Marley looked back at their new neighborhood and smiled. I know about storms, Marley said. They make problems. If we help our neighbors with their storm problems, then maybe... At the first house, they introduced themselves to Mrs. Harris. Her cat Coda had jumped on top of the garage when the thunder started. Meow. Axel called softly to Zane, waving a treat. When Coda got close, Marley shooed her into a rain boot. For their help, Mrs. Harris gave them 2 umbrellas. At the next house, they met Mr. and Mrs. Miller, a drenched, dripping duet. Marley, Axel, and Zane helped bail water out of their basement. The Millers happily gave them 3 bright umbrellas plus a hat. Next door, they found Mr. Cannon, who had a broken leg. He needed help picking basil and tomatoes from his greenhouse. Thunder rattled the windows like cymbals. Mr. Cannon gave them a big tarp. Their neighbors seemed surprised at the problems caused by the rain, but Marley knew about storms. Soon, they had a tarp, 8 umbrellas, and 3 rain hats. At the last house, they heard screeching, meowing, barking, and squawking. A young woman answered the door. The rain was coming in through a hole in the ceiling and pouring onto her many, many pets. Marley looked at her umbrellas and her tarp. She looked at the wet pets. She knew the solution to this problem. Can we help you? There was lots of squawking and meowing and hissing and barking and bolting as Marley, Axel, and Zane helped. Tell me, what's brought you all here? The woman asked. Marley explained about their move, about the concert, about why they had so many umbrellas. I'm sorry I've ruined your plans, the woman said. Marley shrugged. Rain never lasts. She smiled, but it wasn't a very sunny smile. Back at home, their mother was on the phone. Their dad was strumming an upbeat tune. We're getting ready for the concert, Jade said. But it's still raining, Marley said. Your friends solved that problem, said Mother. What friends? asked Marley. All the people you helped today. It was dry in Mr. Cannon's greenhouse that night. Lightning lit up the space where Marley and her family would perform. Toes tapped inside rain boots. Thunder came in with some bass. Rain plinked on the glass. The concert jammed. Marley and the family band were a big splash. The end.
Hi everyone, my name is Stacey Ann, and today I'm going to read a book called We're Going to Find the Monster. And the author is Mallory Blackman, and the illustrator is Dapo Adiela. So let's get started. We're going to find the monster. Charlie, this is Charlie, and Eddie, this is Eddie, were playing in the garden. Breakfast in 10 minutes, called Dad. Come on, said Charlie. We need to find the monster. But it's breakfast time. He'll be grumpy, said Eddie. He'll be grumpy and hungry, said Charlie. He'll be grumpy and hungry and snappy, said Eddie. He'll be grumpy and hungry and snappy and prickly, they both said together. Shh, we'll need to be very careful. And off they went. We're going to find the monster. They sailed over a shimmering ocean. Look out! There's a whale! Eddie pointed. Do you see the whale? There's also other animals. I see some penguins. No problem, said Charlie, and she rowed their boat quickly round it. Over the shimmering ocean, we're gonna find the monster. They began to climb a huge, high mountain. See the mountain that they're climbing up? Look out! A hungry wolf! Uh-oh. Don't worry, said Charlie, and she sang a soft, sweet song to soothe it. Then she gave it a massive hug and sent it on its way. Over the shimmering ocean, up the huge high mountain, we're gonna find the monster. Uh-oh. They crept through a deep, dark jungle. Look out! A fearsome, fierce tiger, said Eddie. Look at this tiger. They hid in a cave, but only just in time. The most fearsome, fierce tiger in the whole world slunk past. Eddie and Charlie held their breath until it had gone. Phew, that was close. Over the shimmering ocean, up the huge high mountain, through the deep dark jungle, we're gonna find the monster. Look at this beautiful map. Oh boy. They floated in giant bubbles across the bubbly lake, careful not to disturb the foamy fiend. Luckily, it was too busy relaxing to notice them. Check them out in these bubbles. And oh, look at that. Over the shimmering ocean, up the huge high mountain, through the deep dark jungle, across the bubbly lake, we're gonna find the monster. We're here, whispered Charlie. Oh, there's a keep out sign. Oh, this is the smelliest, messiest, scariest place in the whole wide world. Eddie and Charlie tiptoed inside. Look at all the clothes on the floor. And there it was, the monster. The monster was fast asleep and snoring his head off. Let's get him, whispered Eddie. Charlie crept up to the monster. Breakfast time! She shouted. The monster sprang up. Rawr! He roared. Tickle time! And he chased Eddie and Charlie out of his lair. Oh boy. Past the foamy fiend. Around the fearsome, fierce tiger. Wait a minute, that's a cat. Over the hungry wolf. Is that a dog? Down, down, down. The huge high mountain. Are those stairs? Beyond the shimmering ocean. Look at the little fish. And into the kitchen where a breakfast of yummies was waiting for them. Look at their mom. The monster grabbed Charlie and tickled her tummy. Then he snatched up Eddie and tickled him too. Marcus, stop tickling your brother and sister and sit down for breakfast, said Dad. And if I don't, laughed Marcus, then we'll tickle you as well, said Mom. Oh boy. And that's exactly what they did. The end. What a great book. And as you can tell, Eddie and Charlie was using their imagination. And the title of the book again is called We're Going to Find the Monster. Thanks for paying attention.
Hello everyone. My name is Dixon Isaac, and I'm going to be reading The Undefeated by Quam Alexander and Kadir Nilsson. This is for the unforgettable, the swift and the sweet ones, who hurdled history and opened a world of possible. The ones who survived America by any means necessary. And the ones who didn't. This is for the undeniable, the ones who scored with chains on one hand and faith in the other. This is for the unflappable, the sophisticated ones who box adversity and tackle vision. Who shine their light for the world to see and don't stop till the break of dawn. This is for the unafraid, the audacious ones, who carried the red, white, and weary blues on the battlefield to save an imperfect union. The righteous marching ones who sang, "We shall not be moved, because Black Lives Matter." This is for the unspeakable. This is for the unspeakable. This is for the unspeakable. This is for the unlimited, unstoppable ones, the dreamers, the doers who swim across the big sea of our imagination and show us the majestic shores of the promised land. The Wilma Rudolphs, the Muhammad Alis, the Alpha Gibson, the Jesse Owens, the Jordans and the LeBrons, the Serenas and the Sherrills, and the Reese Whiteleys, and the undiscovered. This is for the unbelievable, is the we real cool ones. This is for the unbending, the black as the night is beautiful ones. This is for the underdogs and the uncertain, the unspoken but no longer entitled. This is for the undefeated. This is for you, and you, and you. This is for us. That's the end. Thanks for Black History Month for putting this together.
Oh my goodness. And this is for Dixon. Oh my god. I'm just really emotional. And you know what, Joanne? The reason I'm emotional is because Dixon literally is a child who grew up with this program from toddlerhood to now he's a reader. We can't hear you, Joanne.
That is so wonderful.
Isn't it?
Oh, I was so impressed. That is so wonderful. And you know,
Yeah.
Sarah, when you think you've been at this for 18 years, and to see one of the young ones become a reader has to just warm your heart. Oh my goodness.
I'm actually quite emotional, and I really do encourage the parents who brought their children. First of all, I want to thank them so much. Denise Isaacs, who started off the program with her amazing message of empowerment
Yes.
for our Black girls and our Black children, has been bringing her kids and nephew to this program from toddlerhood. Okay. And so now we have the next generation that's picking up the baton and continuing this tradition. I love the variety of the kinds of stories that were chosen. Don't you?
I do too. And I also love that Arnold did one in French.
Oui.
That's great. That's great. That's fantastic.
Yes.
Also, we don't want to forget to mention that some of the books were probably from a different book list.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Aita Sadhu, for your vision. Aita, of course, is an educator herself, a mother, a business owner, and a different book list based in Toronto, but you can order online, is one of those iconic Black bookstores, along with Third World Bookstore, Burke's Bookstore, and others. So, shall we continue?
So let us continue for the rest of our readers. Another fantastic half a second. Enjoy.
Hi everyone, my name is Sue Ann Hall, and today the book that I'm going to read for you is called Room for Everyone. It's written by Naz Khan and illustrated by Merce Lopez. Let's get started. The Dala Dala rumbled and roared, and Musa and Dada were off to the shore to feast on fish at a Friday bazaar by the blue crystal waters of Zanzibar. Soon after zooming past Zuleika Street, they saw one old man and his bike with no seat. So the driver honked, pulled to the side, and asked their brother, "Do you need a ride? It's hotter than peppers out there in the sun. Come in, there's room for everyone." "Dada," said Musa, "I don't think there is enough room for that man and the cycle of his." "Don't worry, Musa, there's space galore. If you move just a bit, we can make room for more." So in came the man with his sweaty old feet and his bike with no bell, no light, and no seat. And after some wiggles and giggles and fun, they made enough room for everyone. Next they passed the Bacala boats, and a herder appeared with 2 little goats. So Dadala pulled to the side, and the driver yelled, "Do you need a ride? It's hotter than peppers out there in the sun. Come in, there's room for everyone." "But Dada," said Musa, "can there really be enough room for a cycle, 2 goats, and me?" "Of course there is. If we squeeze a bit, we'll make enough room for us all to fit." And though the seating arrangement was tight, Musa could see that Dada was right. After a shuffle, a squirm, and a squeeze, they found a small space beside Dada's knees. Onward they went with a honk and a toot, till vendors appeared with 3 baskets of fruit. So they pulled to the side, and as you can guess, Musa cried out and began to protest. "Mangoes and melons and parachichi? We don't have the space, please listen to me." But up came the baskets of tropical fruits, and down dripped the juices on ankles and boots. Everyone wiggled and giggled galore, till somehow they carved out a space on the floor. Onward they puttered past palms and sails, till a farmer appeared with 4 shiny pails, filled with milk all the way to the top. So the Dala Dala had to stop. "We can't, we mustn't, I do not see where he could possibly sit," Musa cried in despair. But the passengers wiggled, and somewhere, somehow, they made space for the farmer and milk from his cow. The Dala Dala drove past some farms till they saw 5 mamas with fish in their arms. So the conda stuck his head outside, yelling, "Sisters, hello, do you need a ride?" "No," cried Musa, "this rickety bench has no room for those fish and their ickety stench." But the passengers wiggled and squished on the floor and made enough room for the ride to the shore. 6 minutes later, a farmer was walking with 6 stinky chickens that wouldn't stop squawking. And right there beside them were several fellas carrying 7 Kintenge umbrellas. "Hop in," someone shouted. "Get out of the sun. There's plenty of room for everyone." Musa resisted. "These chickens are fat, and 7 umbrellas? There's no room for that." Dada insisted, just open the door. So everyone wiggled and giggled galore and eventually found enough room for more. Soon they were making a turn down the lane where a vendor was carrying 8 sugar canes and 9 tender coconuts fresh off the tree. What a yummy, refreshing, sweet drinks these could be. The passenger shouted, "Do you need a ride?" And as you can guess, Musa worried and cried, "This is outrageous, we can't let them in. We're already smushed like sardines in a tin." Though it was clearly a very tight fit, they wouldn't give up. No, they just wouldn't quit. So in came the coconuts, tender and sweet, and the sugar canes tangled between people's feet, tickling everyone's toes as they wiggled, until even Musa started to giggle. A few minutes later, they stopped for fuel, which happened to be near a diving school, where 10 divers were ready to go with suits and gear and tanks in tow, trying to get in on all the commotion so they could explore the Indian Ocean. But was there room for all their stuff? Does the Dala Dala have room enough? And though the Dala Dala was packed from top to bottom and front to back, Musa yelled out, "Come join the fun. We'll make enough room for everyone." So the swimmers with snorkels and tubes and fins wiggled and giggled and wriggled right in. Look at everybody and everything smushed on the Dala Dala. The tires were reeling, spinning, and burning, the passengers sweating and twisting and turning, elbow to shoulder, beak to nose, feather to feet, udders to toes. What a sight to see, what a comical crew, stuck together like lobbity glue. They plunkety-clunked like junk in a trunk, so close to a breakdown, ker-plunkety-plunk, when suddenly all of them heard a screech. Alhamdulillah! They arrived at the beach. Out came 10 swimmers with snorkels and fins who ran to the ocean and dove right on in. Out came 9 coconuts, fresh and tender, and out came the whistling coconut vendor. Out came the 8 sticky sweet sugar canes with 7 umbrellas for sunshine and rain. 6 sticky chickens and 5 piles of fish. 4 heavy pails full of milk so delish. 3 big old baskets of fruit for a treat. 2 little goats and 1 bike with no seat. At last they had finally reached the blue crystal waters of Noonwave Beach, where Musa and Dada and everyone could wiggle and giggle under the sun. The end.
Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, Black History Ottawa. You may recognize these faces from this book, but we're not reading this book today. My name is Michael Acevero, and this is Theodore Acevero and Nathaniel Acevero. And today, we're going to read this book to you, Boy, I Am Loving Me, by Angelo Nyong'o. But we're all going to read it.
There are so many things I love about me. I can run as fast as the strongest breeze. I can even climb the highest trees. There are so many things I love about me. I love being a little boy. When my daddy sees me, his heart fills with joy. It's fun playing in dirt and crushing my toys. I love being a little boy.
I love the color of my skin. It's dark because of my melanin. From head to toe, it makes me grin. I love the color of my skin. Check out the kinks in my hair. I'll wear an afro, a fade, or grow locks if I dare. I wear so many styles, it makes people stare. I love the tight kinks in my hair.
When I grow up, what a great man I'll be, like President Obama or Marcus Garvey. Who I become is up to me when I grow up. What a great man I'll be. You're so creative, my parents always say. I invent new games each time I play. I'm an African warrior hunting for prey. It's fun being creative, like my parents always say. Being with my family makes me feel complete. When we celebrate together, we dance to the beat. I can spin upside down while moving my feet. Boy, I am loving me. So we hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month.
Hi, my name is Sharon, and I hope you're enjoying Black History Month's storytelling time. The story I'm going to read to you is called I Believe I Can, and the author of the story is Grace Byers, and the illustrator is Keturah A. Bobo. Now, a lot of you know that the author is the person who wrote the words in the story, and the illustrator is the person who drew the pictures. So people working together to make a great story happen. And Grace writes in the front of her book, to us all, there will always be one person who might not believe in you. Let that person never be you. I can sail like mighty ships. Like the oceans, I run deep. I can stretch just like the Alps until I reach my highest peak. I can charge just like a train, like a rocket I'll ignite. Like a star, I can project my brightest shine against the night. I am like the lion's roar. Can I hear your roars? Awesome. I am like a dragon's flames. I'm worthy because I'm me, and there is value to my name. I can build just like a brick. I keep going like a clock. I can hold just like cement. I can last just like a rock. Grounded firm, I'm like the soil. Like the sky, I'm boundless too. When I believe in myself, there's simply nothing I can't do. Like the hero, I am brave and face my fears despite my fright. Because I know I'm not alone. And in the end, I'll be all right. Sometimes I'm right. And sometimes I'm wrong. But even when I make mistakes, I learn from them to make me strong. I may not win at all I do. I may experience defeat. Defeat means you may experience losing sometimes. But I'll dust off and try again to be the best that I can be. I know my power lies within me. There's nothing that can hold me down. There is light within my smile. There is voice within my sound. My presence matters in this world. My life is worthy. There's a plan. I know I can do anything. If only I believe I can. Thank you for listening to this story. I hope you liked it. Bye.
Reading with y'all so much, I had to read the second book for you. This one is called Clayton Parker Really, Really, Really Has to Pee. A boy named Clayton Parker from the town of Mountain View was on a field trip that was headed to San Francisco Zoo. He hoped to see a tiger, a giraffe, a chimpanzee. But Clayton Parker really, really, really had to pee. The morning of the field trip, Clayton Parker's teacher, Mrs. Howe, said, "If you have to go, my friends, the time to go is now." But Clayton Parker didn't have to go. He honestly did not. And so we got on the bus without a second thought. But as the bus was bouncing up and down and to and fro, poor Clayton felt that old familiar pressure down below. Oh no, he thought, am I? But could it be? Yes, Clayton Parker really, really, really had to pee. See, when you drink some juice, let's say, once it's left your mouth, it goes down your esophagus and keeps on heading south. It passes through your stomach and your kidneys, and then soon it fills your bladder up with urine just like a balloon. And then your bladder sends a message way up to your brain that says, "Hey there, I'm filled with all the pee I can contain." But Clayton didn't want a lesson in biology. He only knew that he really, really, really had to pee. And then at last the bus arrived. They made it to the zoo, and little Clayton Parker knew just what he had to do. He had to find a restroom, and he had to find one fast, because he wasn't certain how much longer he could last. He didn't want to end up like a boy named David France, who years ago in front of all the school had peed his pants. No, Clayton did not want to make this kind of history. But here's the thing, he really, really, really had to pee. The school kids all got off the bus and formed a single line, while Clayton started looking for that magic restroom sign. He saw one, so he ran to it, forgetting all his cares, until he saw another sign which reads, "Closed for repairs." The agony that Clayton felt, he yearned to urinate. He wondered, am I doomed to suffer David France's fate? He joined a tour and followed it and saw what he could see. But Clayton Parker really, really, really had to pee. He spied a clump of bushes and he wondered, do I dare? Should I hide behind them and relieve my burden there? He started to attempt just that. And then to his surprise, the bushes sprouted feet and legs and wings and plumes and eyes. He ran away in deep despair, his bladder about to burst. Would Clayton ever find relief, or was the boy just cursed? And what if he exploded? What a nightmare that would be. The chaos, the confusion, nothing left of him but pee. But what was that? Was it a sign? Did the sign say men? Uncertain he could trust his eyes, the boy looked up again. It did. He finally found it. Now he would have to wait no more. He hurdled 3 small children as he barreled towards the door. He stepped into the stall and then let nature take its course. I've heard his flow was like that of a massive Clydesdale horse. And while he did, young Clayton vowed in all sincerity, before I head out anywhere, I'll always try to pee. He zipped his pants and washed his hands and made his way outside, a new skip in his step, an added sureness to his stride. He shouted, "Hallelujah!" and did a little dance, until a nearby elephant sprayed water on his pants. Oh, poor Clayton. The end. Those are my stories for today. I hope you enjoyed yourself. It's been my pleasure reading with all of you today, and I can't wait to do this again in person. I'll see you soon.
Hi, my name is Tara Morissette, and for this year's Black History Ottawa storytelling, I composed a piece called I Smile. Since we're having to wear masks all the time, it covers up our beautiful smiles, and therefore now we're forced to smile with our eyes. Hence, I smile. I smile. I'm finding it hard to be this way. Things so simple has gone astray. And so I take moments to reflect anyway. And I smile. I saw you friends sitting across the way. It's been so long, time forgone, withdrawn. You look my way and I see the sunrise on the horizon of your face. It's the right time and place, and I smile. Do you want to come out and play? Is it okay? You stay there and I over here. No fear. Let's just be safe and fair. You agree? And I see your glee. It lands on me and I smile. Missing sweet moments so divine. It will be all fine. I just can't wait to dine. To catch up in the glory of our stories with no worry. To laugh hard and bend over with jolly. My cheeks hurt at the things that are funny. I'm so glad we're not sad, and I smile. So I called Grandpa. With Grandma nearby, I told them everything I did today and kept them for a while, leaving nothing behind. I'm their grandchild, and I say things that are wild, and they don't mind. Grandma leans in and says, "Oh, child," I smile. I shield my face to catch a glimpse of the race, for what we do now is not all a waste. Just steady the pace and do it with grace. Be kind, be patient, stop the disgrace. All in due time we'll get to our prime, so you and I smile. Wearing a mask can be quite a task. I try not to fret, especially when my breath is wet. Some have pretty colors, such beautiful covers, and some with great expressions to avoid depression. Eyes lubricated so they're kept clear to communicate, for when I see you, I smile. I'm finding it hard to be this way. Things so simple has gone astray, and so I take moments to reflect anyways, and I smile. And so, until that day, I smile until I smile.
Know we've been hurt, y'all, but still, I smile. Come on. Even though I hurt, see, I smile. Y'all feel that? I know God is working, so I smile. Even though I've been it for a while, still, I smile. Hallelujah. Smile. It's so hard to look up when you've been down. Sure would hate to see you give up now. Cause people, you look so much better when you smile. Let's go. Smile for me. Whoa. Can you just smile? whatever you're in right now.
Smile for me.
Smile.
Can you just smile for me?
And my people say,
oh, oh, oh. You look so much better when you, oh, oh, oh. You look so much better when you, oh, oh, oh. You look so much better when you, oh, oh, oh.
I say,
you look so much better when you, oh, oh.
and while you waiting,
you look so much better when you,
yeah,
oh, oh.
and while you praying,
you look so much better when you, oh, oh.
look in the mirror,
you look so much better when you, oh, oh.
Always remember,
you look so much better when you smile.
Come on.
I almost gave up.
Almost gave up.
That I can't explain.
But that Holy Ghost power, y'all,
fell from heaven,
came down from heaven. Hardships, difficulties,
right now.
tears, storms. This is what I do.
Even though I hurt, see, I smile.
But that feels good.
I know God is working, so I smile.
All things are working.
Even though I'm in it for a while,
Still,
I smile. Smile.
hallelujah.
It's so hard to look up when you've been down.
I know it's hard right now.
Sure would hate to see you give up now.
Because you're a winner.
You look so much better when you smile.
You look better.
So smile. Oh, oh, oh.
Dallas.
You look so much better when you, oh, oh, oh.
New
You
Orleans.
look so much better when you, oh,
Come
oh,
on.
oh.
Cleveland.
You look so much better when you, oh, oh, oh. You
Detroit.
look so much better when you, oh, oh, oh.
Philly.
You look so much better when you, oh, oh, oh.
Jersey.
You look so much better when you, oh, oh, oh. You look
LA.
so much better when you, oh, oh,
All my people say,
you look so much better when you smile.
see, I just don't want you to be happy.
Oh my God, I know. Yes, and I'm just smiling because I was just bopping along to that.
Me
And
too.
I was also smiling with a lot of emotion and pride because Tara Morissette, a huge supporter of this program, Tara Morissette, a fitness instructor and the owner of Caribbean Fit Fat, those are her daughters behind her. And there again, you have these young people who were little kids, toddlers. I remember Imani being a baby, literally being brought there with Shabaka and Sante. And
Yes, yes.
this is so great to see the intergenerational aspect again and the passing of the baton. So I'm going to have to thank listeners in not listeners, but the readers in the order in this segment. And Joanne, I'll let you thank the first group.
Okay.
So you just saw Tara Morissette. And before that, Nathan Hall with an amazing story about really having to pee. Sharon Guerrier with a great book of empowerment as well. Michael Theodore, Nathaniel Acivero with Boy, I'm Loving Me.
Yes.
And Sue Ann Hall, Room for Everyone. Joanne?
So we left off at thank Tara, Denise Isaac with
Yes.
Dear Black Girl. Arnold Tabarot. I cannot pronounce what Arnold read. Sarah, do you want to do that for
Où est
me?
le loup?
Thank
Où est le
you.
loup? Where is the wolf?
I read the book. Okay. And Sophia Robinson, A Story About Afia. Nathan Hall and the two stories. And I just love how animated Nathan can be. And I think, did we stop at Stacey Ann or keep going? Stacey Ann
Keep
Morris.
going.
We're going to find the monster. Dixon Isaacs, The Undefeated. All right, Dixon. And Sue Ann Hall, Room for Everyone. Our
Yes.
reader-
So thank you very much. Yes. Big round of applause for all the readers. And huge thanks to Aita Sadhu and her team over at A Different Book List for continuing to make available books, not just from the United States. Some of these books are American, but My Name's My Name and My Name Won't Change. That's a local author, Michael Acivero. There are Canadian authors, Nadia El Han, Shantae Grant. There are many more. Angela Ndogmo as well is a Canadian author. So we really, really encourage you, please buy their books, because this is how we're able to keep Black publishing alive, especially publishing for kids, children's books. Illustrators, I'd like to also thank the illustrators, because, you know, when a book is being read and there's no illustrations or they're not really nice, then it's not a very interesting experience. So thank you very much to the illustrators, Black and otherwise, illustrating the books. And I mean, this couldn't happen at all without technical assistance from BIA Media, right, Joanne?
That's correct. And one of the things that we also want to mention, first and foremost, Elaine, thank you so much once again, that we are planning on collecting our stories over the course of the year. So if you would like to read and submit, we might even be able to have a reading before February. And that would be so sharp to have more than one reading. And we're also looking for, we started out with, when I joined Sarah, we joined with the Under the Mango Tree Project, and we had a lot of seniors also coming to read. We would like to go back to have some of those seniors, some of those grandma and grandpas come back and join us once again. Also, this afternoon, we want to thank Gabrielle Pizza for once again assisting us with our program. This also couldn't have been possible without all the members of Black History Ottawa, but most especially Sarah Onyango, because Sarah, without you starting this so many years ago and you kept at the helm, we would not be here today. So thank you, Sarah.
And Joanne, I'd like to mention, I didn't start it by myself. I'd like to really mention Teshome Nkrumah, who is out of the country. And what is her name? Oh, I could see her face and I forget her name. There were three of us who started it. And Soshi Bryan, that's right, Soshi Bryan. And in fact, Jean-Marie Guerrier was part of Black History Ottawa back then as well. And Jean-Marie has really helped us with coordinating, helped you especially coordinating all of this, the technical aspect of it. So thank you so much. And let's just keep reading, keep buying books about Black experiences written by Black authors.
Yes, we need to keep on supporting. And I know Jean-Marie probably going to have to take a nap this afternoon, but that's okay. I always like to tease him because Jean-Marie is, during Black History Month, Jean-Marie is our go-to for everything technical that we need. Jean-Marie coordinates with BIA and with whoever else that we are having programs with. So thank you very much, Jean-Marie. And we did thank Gabrielle Pizza for sponsoring the event already. So to all of you who are listening out there and to all you parents who have brought your young ones, thank you so much. Have a great evening. And hopefully some of you will submit your stories to us that we can have another reading once again. And if not, we'll hang on to those stories until we meet again next year. Thank you so much and take care.
Yes. Thank you. Happy Black History Month.
Hello, Black History Ottawa.
We recognize,
to acknowledge,
Celebrate
with pride
in Black History Month.
Black History Month.
together.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I want to thank Black History Ottawa for hosting this empowering celebration. Thank you and God bless.
and happy Black History Month.